Okay, so here it is. What I've done here is taken a standard American refrigerator freezer combo and well, I've turned it into an American refrigerator freezer combo with the fermentation chamber. So what I have on top here is one of those cheaper Chinese temperature controllers. It's dual stage. I put an outlet on the project box, and you can see a temperature probe. That goes into the fermentation chamber side. I have it in a water bottle, which helps buffer the temperature a little bit. On the top of the freezer, it's rough. I just finished it. Dressed up to paint the 2x4 legs that I made there for the shelf. I've got an ice maker. Freezer currently is at about 15 degrees or so. I normally keep beer mugs in here, anything I want to store cold. One thing to note, you'll see that ducting, I had to redirect the airflow in order to only have the airflow go on the left side, and I'll show you why in a minute. The original ducting there, I sealed up with some styrofoam spray, and I sealed around the ducting that I made. But I also had to cut a little hole in the ducting at the top to allow some of the cold air to come to the freezer. And also, if you look at fridges, you'll see this vent hole here, and that's really important for return air. So on the left side here, I made holes in what would have been the original roof of the refrigerator compartment, only on the left side, and on the right they're sealed off. Alright, so in the refrigerator compartment, I put a little lock on here, and it's helped keep the kiddos out of here. So what I have in here, on the right side, I got my fermentation chamber, and the left side is actually just like a normal fridge. You'll see that ducting comes down right there. The original fridge thermostat, I kind of got stuck in there, you know, just to actuate the refrigerator motor. In the fermentation chamber side, there's a fan at the top and a fan at the bottom, and when I need to cool off the fermentation chamber, those fans kick on. One blows air in, one blows air out. And when I need to heat things up, you might not be able to see it, but there on the bottom I have a reptile heater. It's basically like a light bulb, only it's all ceramic, and it heats up when you apply power to it, of course. So when the dual stage temperature controller calls for cooling, it kicks on the fans, or when it calls for heating, it kicks on the heater. Right now I see the work light on, so the heater's on. This keeps it at about 1 to 1.5 degrees from my set point. I've got it set at 67 right now. So it'll drop down to 66 and then heat back up, and it'll go all the way up to 68. It's not as accurate as I'd like, but you know, the 1 degree difference from set point isn't too bad. I normally can fit 2 fermentation vessels in here. Right now I'm brewing a Hefe, and when it started fermentation, it was a very strong fermentation and rumbled. I had to clean up a little mess, excuse me. So on this side, it's like a normal refrigerator right now. I think it's in the high 30s or so. I can, if I set it on the highest setting, or the lowest setting rather, I can get the temperature all the way up to 45. That would be useful if I want to lager a beer. Right now I've got it set, you know, around 1 or something, and it's in the 30s, and I keep some beers in there right now. The main thing to take away from this, like I said, is those, you know, the holes that you need to create for airflow on the refrigeration side, and then also this wall. I got 2 pieces of 1-inch styrofoam glued together, and also a piece of plywood that I painted white, and they're all sandwiched there in the middle and sealed. I used like a tube of silicone plus a can of the spray-in foam to make that sealed up really good. Also, this lip comes out a little bit past the seal to the freezer or the fridge door, and then on the door itself I have a channel that lip goes into, and it pretty much makes a tight seal and keeps these temperature zones independent of each other. It works really great, and to me the goal here was being able to brew more than 1 beer at a time, and this is going to work perfect for me. I recently built a keezer, a little coffin keezer back here, and trying to keep that thing stocked, I found out I need to brew more than one beer at a time. So that was my goal, and so far it's going to work out for me just great. Hope this helps. Thank you. Bye.